Hot 97.5, it's Big Stuff in the Afternoon with Jax, and right now I am joined by some very special guests. So glad and honored to have them on today. Joining me over the phone, prepare to fangirl over these guys. It is Nick, Drew, Justin, and Jeff from 98 Degrees. How are you guys doing?
Hey, great, Jax. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely, and thank you guys so much for joining me this afternoon. I know you're crazy busy, but there's lots to cover in so little time. So, of course, the big thing, you guys are hitting the road, performing on the MY2K Tour, which you guys are headlining with special guests O-Town, Dream, and Ryan Cabrera. A phenomenal lineup, and it's really a celebration of such a great era of pop music in general. How did this all come together?
Well, 3 years ago, we were on tour with New Kids on the Block and Boys to Men, and we had such a great time getting back together and doing our thing, doing what we love to do, that, we definitely wanted to get back to it at some point. And finally, we figured out everybody's schedules and made it work. And like you were saying, I mean, this is going to be a night of nostalgia. It was a great era for us, the TRL era, and, it's just a chance for us to kind of relive that era and for our fans to as well.
Speaking of that era, that is the era when I grew up on TRL, which you guys were on pretty much on a regular basis. So I'm kind of, for lack of a better term, fangirling myself to you guys right now, seriously. And in fact, I was talking with a friend, and I mentioned that I was interviewing you guys, and she's like, oh my God, they were my first concert ever, and she was so excited. So when you hear things like that, does that kind of make you reflect on how great that late 90s, early 2000s era was?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was a great time for a lot of different reasons. I mean, the country was, in a pretty good place, strong place leading up to that point, and the music was fun and upbeat. And that was just a little bit more of a simpler time, I think, in the world. So I think everybody kind of looks back at that time with a little bit of nostalgia, and would love to get back there and have some of those memories back again. But we're excited to be coming out on the road and reconnecting with our fans again and getting the music back out there.
Absolutely, and so many fans, of course, are looking forward to it, and you have so many up here too as well. And now throughout that time that you guys released those 3 albums, all very successful, and then you guys had you had a bit of a hiatus because you guys were all doing your own thing. But what I thought was so cool is you guys made a point to say, we're not breaking up, but at the same time, you guys all stayed very relative in pop culture, and then you made the decision to get back together. What was it like knowing that you wanted to reunite?
Honestly, we didn't know we wanted to reunite.
Well, that's a terrible question.
Us too. No, we obviously, like you said, we had all kind of gone our own directions and done our own individual paths and things. But you missed it. You missed the performing together. You missed being on the road together. You missed the fans. You missed being able to make music together. So when the opportunity came up to get back together and do all those things, I mean, we jumped at the opportunity.
That's so awesome, and now you guys did the tour in 2013 with New Kids on the Block and Boys to Men. So now in 2016, it's been so impressive for you guys to stay relevant with your music, and I mean all that longevity right there. I mean, and now people still going nuts for you guys and the entire lineup. Does it mean that much more to be able to do a tour like this after all these years?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you get into it, we were young guys and aspired to have hits on the radio and have success and, all the stuff that, you get into the business for. And now to be doing it so many years later and to continue to have such a loyal fan base and people that are, kind of gravitating still to our music and to the sound and the things that we created as a group, it feels like a blessing to us. I mean, we're very, very lucky to do it. It certainly is something that we keep in perspective and appreciate very, very much.
Yeah, and so now we know about the tour, and for tickets, go to MY2KTour.com. But do you guys have anything else on the horizon right now, or anything that you can reveal for that matter?
Well, we have obviously this tour has been our focus for the last several months and getting this up and running. But in our show, we have some surprises. So, we're excited about that and excited for the fans to see that. But we're just kind of focused on this right now, and then after this tour, then we'll kind of evaluate and see what's happening. But we're hoping, obviously, to maybe get back in the studio with each other. You never know. We're spending this much time together on a tour bus. If we don't kill each other, maybe some good music will come out of it. So that's kind of our goal.
Right, and I'm sure so many fans, just millions of fans are wanting, so much more from you guys, and they're so excited about the tour. And again, for tickets, you can go to MY2KTour.com. And I know you guys are just crazy busy, and you're going to have to split in a little bit, but I can't thank you guys enough for joining me this afternoon. I, for one, am excited for you guys that you're doing the MY2K Tour, and I know there's millions of other fans, like I said, that are too, and you guys are certainly always welcome to come back to the show.
Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate you having us.
And again, that is Nick, Drew, Justin, and Jeff from 98 Degrees, headlining the MY2K Tour with special guest O-Town, Dream, and Ryan Cabrera. Really great lineup and really a great group of guys. And you guys take care and try not to kill each other.
We will. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good day, man. Much more music up ahead after this on Big Stuff in the Afternoon with Jax on Hot 96.